know if Karen realizes it, but she's acting super guilty, right? If Karen is trying to convince us that she's innocent and she didn't do anything, and there was this conspiracy or whatever is going on, this is not the way to go about it. Karen is acting super, super guilty. Karen is acting as if her back is against the wall because she has done something wrong. This is not the way to handle this. Karen, you are making yourself look extremely guilty. You just are. What's up, everybody? Welcome and welcome back to the channel. I'm Tammy. This is Tammy Talks. We're here to talk the Real Housewives of Potomac. This is season 9, episode 3. Mama Knows Best. If you guys haven't already, do me a favor, subscribe to the channel, thumbs up the video, and then leave your comments down below. So before we get started, we got the taglines. So let's take a look at the ladies' taglines down below. Okay, so first up, we have Giselle. When the girls are away, it's time for Giselle to play. Mid, could have been better. I quit grading, but I'm still passing judgments. I don't. I feel like I don't like the word judgment. I feel like it doesn't fit. I quit great. Like, Wendy could have did better with this. Wendy could have did better with this. Then we have Mia. Marriage can be temporary, but ink is permanent. Tacky. That's tacky, Mia. Considering everything that's going on between you and Gordon and Ink, that's very, very tacky. We have Ashley. From kiddie pools to the dating pool, I'm ready to dive in. Sure, sure. We have Stacy. I know how to host a show and still one too. I like Stacy's. Do not like Stacy, but I like Stacy's tagline. Keiarna, I own the business, I mind my business, and I stand on business. That would be good, Keiarna, if you were not literally in people's business last season. If Keiarna would have said, I own a business and I stand on business, I'd have been all for it. But Keiarna, you interjected yourself into the fight at the GNA event last year. But okay, sure, 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 sure. And we have Karen. Darling, I am the fence and the gatekeeper. I don't know what Karen's obsession is with these damn fences, but no, this was not it. That was not it. Let me know what you guys thought about the taglines down below. All right, y'all, let's go ahead and get right into the episode. So the episode picks up right where the last one left off, where they're at the GNA event and Giselle is throwing the girls out. So Stacy said that they were there at 8 and they are on time. And Ashley is like, well, actually, no, it's 8:04. So a lot of people were in the comments saying that Giselle, or saying that Giselle is wrong because the ladies were there on time. They actually weren't there on time. The event started at 6. So for you to come at 8:04, you weren't there on time. What the ladies should have done is they should have come to Giselle's event first, Giselle and Ashley's event, and then left and then went to Karen's event, because then that way you could see Karen get the award. You were on time for Giselle's event. You guys could have donated, did whatever the case. What I find odd is how so many people, and childish, I'll say, is how so many people were in the comments saying, and on social media saying that, if it was anybody else but Giselle, I would feel bad. I just can't feel bad for her. It feels wrong to feel bad for her. And I'm like, damn, these are the same people that judge Giselle because she said that she didn't understand empathy. Or, she had to go to therapy for empathy, to learn how to understand it, to learn how to receive it, to learn how to give it. So this is an event that is in honor of her father. And people, because I guess it's amazing the hypocrisy that goes on surrounding this show. Simply amazing. And the childishness too. It's the fans that are causing the division, but okay. So Stacy said that she's embarrassed and offended. Mia said this is tasteless and classless. The audacity, Mia. You are tasteless and classless. And then we have Jassy that said this is ridiculous. So Vivian goes out to speak to all the ladies because Vivian is a very classy woman. Stacy then said that she is literally shaking because I have never had this happen to me before. And it's like, Stacy, this is not that big of a deal, sis. Nobody is seeing you get thrown out outside of the cameras, but Stacy is acting like she got thrown out of the White House or something. You got thrown out of a reality TV event. Who cares? Who cares? My God. So Ashley lets Giselle tell her to go outside and hold up the QR code so that they can get donations. And I'm like, Ashley. And I get it. You guys came to support, so here's the QR code to support. But you can't possibly think that you can throw somebody out of an event and they are going to come and they are going to come and still give you money. That's not how that works. So Ashley is standing in the van door, the Sprinter van door. Jassy pushes the button, so now the door hits Ashley. And Ashley is like, girl, what the? Because that was unnecessary. So then Ashley steps back, and then as they're leaving, we hear Stacy and Jassy using all the same buzzwords and phrases that social media uses and content creators use to bash Giselle. Her house is tacky and her house is this and her furniture is this and all this other type of stuff. And it would land better if y'all weren't using stuff that we have literally heard on TV. We've literally heard on social media. It comes across forced. It comes across as we're gonna trash Giselle so that the audience will like us, like me, like me. I said her house looks like Willy Wonka. Like I just kind of feel like think of something better. I hate when a reality show was on for X amount of years, X amount of seasons, and we know what the audience feels. When a new person comes onto the show and they use the same digs and the same zingers that your favorite content creator has said or that social media has said, it doesn't land ever. I do not like Stacy. So the next day, Jassy goes over to Stacy's house. And Stacy is like, why was Giselle walking around with security? Do we need security with these ladies? Y'all didn't watch the show? Y'all haven't seen the show the past couple years? Okay. So Ashley comes in and Jassy is over it. So what I've gathered is Stacy does whatever other people do. So if Jassy rolls her eyes, Stacy rolls her eyes. If Jassy gets a little loud, Stacy gets loud too. So Jassy calls GNA gangsters and alcohol, and I screamed. Gangsters and alcohol is crazy. So Jassy said that she's sorry for closing the door on her. Ashley said, yeah, I'm actually a little sore from it. Jassy said, no, you're not, because I tested it out and it closes very softly. Ashley responded with, well, you didn't know that when you did it. And I'm like, Ashley, but yuck it up. Okay. Karen then comes in yelling like somebody's mama. What the fuck is going on here? Ask yourself that, Karen. Ask yourself what's going on. What's going on with you? Karen is getting on my nerves this season. So Ashley immediately confronts Karen and said, look, Giselle told me she talked to you Wednesday. You told her that you were not going to invite any of the ladies because you knew that they had RSVP'd to this event. And Karen is like, I did say that. So then Thursday morning, why did you invite the ladies over why did you invite the ladies to your event? Karen said, well, it was a very prestigious moment in my life and I wanted to share that with everybody. And I'm like, Karen, that's bullshit. Karen feels away because she thinks that Giselle set up that little birthday situation for them to all attack her, and it wasn't even that big of a deal. So Ashley was like, well, Karen, you couldn't even answer what the award was for at your birthday party. Karen is like, my birthday party, that was an inquisition party. Ashley reminds her, Karen, you deflected every question. Stacy is like, she answered every single question. No, she didn't, Stacy. No, she didn't. Stacy adopts the personality of whoever she's with because Stacy doesn't have her own personality. Hell, Stacy don't know how to tell her own daughter how to be a proud black woman, and she's black herself. Stacy doesn't even have enough black pride within herself to teach her daughter about her background and her ethnic. Like, okay, Stacy. So Karen is like, look, I know you're not talking when you deflected about Michael's case. Now, while that is true, there's a big difference, Karen, from Ashley deflecting of talking about somebody else's case and you deflecting talking about your own personal case. Karen then said that she was in a position where she could have lost her life. And Ashley said yes, or taken the life of someone else. It is amazing, simply amazing how Karen is acting, Karen is moving, Karen is behaving as if she was simply a passenger with somebody else that was drunk driving. Karen is carrying on as if she had a driver and her driver was the person that was drunk. Karen, it was you. It was you. So then Karen goes on to say that, well, Ashley, I knew you were being shady when you gave me those 4 Uber cards, and I should have gave those gift cards right back to you so you can get them acorns off the side of your foot. And everybody was like, what? She's talking about Ashley's bunions. So Ashley puts her foot on the table and was like, yeah, I got bunions on each foot. So what? You need to be more concerned about your jail time. I said, woohoo! So Karen is offended, and Karen is like, well, why would you compare? Why would you even say something like that? And Ashley is like, well, you came for me, I'm coming for you. That's what happens. But see, Karen, you're an easy target right now. You're an easy target right now. So of course, the ladies are going to say X amount. We're going to say whatever about you because it's easy to throw it back at you. This is your season. So Stacy then asks if Giselle is going to apologize because that's the only way for them to move forward. And Ashley is like, I agree, she should. Karen is like, she will. She'll apologize. She will. Karen, you were wrong for this. I'm sorry. There's no way around it. Karen was wrong for that. We pan over to Wendy. Her mother is over cooking for the family. Wendy's mother is getting lighter and lighter every time we see that lady. But Wendy's mom feels that if she doesn't cook, then they don't eat. And what I gather from this is Wendy said that she cooks, but her mom doesn't believe her. Wendy probably cooks more Americanized food, and her mother probably comes over and cooks more African cultural dishes for the kids. So Wendy tells her mom that, look, gonna be in North Carolina next week. Mia's taking us, and it's gonna be my birthday. She then goes on to say, Wendy, that Eddie's father called her to wish her a happy Mother's Day. So we all know that Eddie's family kind of disowned him when he got married to Wendy. They didn't come to the wedding. They hadn't seen the grandkids, all of that type of stuff. We've known this for the past seasons. So come to find out, Wendy's mother and Eddie's mother used to be friends. They grew apart. People grow apart sometimes. And it got especially bad when Wendy and Eddie got engaged and got married. So her mother is like, okay, good. At the end of the day, that's your kid's grandparents, right? So Wendy wants to invite Eddie's family to her birthday party. Her mom is like, cool. I tried to speak to her. Okay. So when the boys got baptized last year, apparently Wendy's mother went up to Eddie's mother and tried to hug her, and Eddie's mother kind of pushed her away. So Wendy's mother said, God will judge you. But then her mother was like, I mean, I'm cool with her, but if she want to scrap, we can scrap. And I'm like, I bet you will. I bet you will. We then get Keiarna. Her mother came over to bring Greg, who is Keiarna's boyfriend, some soup. He had a root canal. He's in some pain. Keiarna's cooking for him. And it was kind of a boring scene, to be honest. Her mother asks, like, what is the road to marriage looking like? Keiarna does not want to be one of those tasteless, tacky, thirsty ring girls, right? She doesn't want to constantly hound him about marriage. Apparently, he takes marriage a little more seriously because he is divorced and has three daughters already. So that makes sense. He's bringing his three daughters into the fold. But I mean, if y'all are going to be living together, what's the difference? You know what I mean? We then get to Giselle. So Adore and Angel are going to prom. So they're getting dressed. And Giselle said that she realized that she's not mad at the ladies. She's mad at Karen. So she's gonna apologize to the ladies because she took out her anger for Karen on them. So while the twins are getting dressed, Jamal is there and he's like, so what is curfew? Giselle said, we're talking about it right now. Adore thinks curfew should be 2 a.m. Angel, who doesn't have the same social battery as her sister, said her social battery is going to be done at 11:30. She would like curfew to be 2:02. So Giselle is like, two very different hours. When are y'all going to come home? Jamal said, we're not making more than one trip home. Y'all need to come home together. I agree. Y'all should be coming home together. And I think they settle for a 12:30 curfew for prom night. I think that's a decent time. I'm trying to remember my prom. I feel like my curfew was roughly like 1-ish, something like that. So they asked Giselle in her confessional about Jamal having a girlfriend, and Jamal said he does, but she doesn't care. He is the father of her three kids, and that is something that will never change. That answer made no sense, Giselle. That made no sense. We pan over to Mia. Mia is at a staycation rental with Ink. They like to rent some place to stay when Ink is in town because Gordon has a habit of just popping up at the house, which is fine. Why are y'all kids there, Mia? Why are y'all kids on y'all staycation with you? This is what people are talking about when they say you're not necessarily thinking about your kids. I don't think the kids need to be on this staycation with you whatsoever. So Jacqueline and her daughters come over, and then Jacqueline's boyfriend, or yeah, her on again, off again boyfriend, the mother of her kids, Lord have mercy, the father of her kids, he's gonna be coming over. We're celebrating his birthday. When Patrick came in, all the sweat that was on him, I said, "Oh, Patrick." Oh my God, that wasn't the shirt for you. Wasn't the shirt for you. Jacqueline is acting as if she didn't know Ink was there, and I'm like, this fake scene. So Mia said that Gordon has come up to their apartment and asked her to clip a hangnail, or he's come up and asked to borrow like something for coffee. So because that's going on, they like to just kind of get away when they can. So Mia wants the kids to have that relationship with Gordon because she did not have that relationship or a good one with her father, and that's how, it affected her. Remember, Mia ended up in foster care. We get to Stacy. Oh, in that scene, Bravo was so messy because Patrick asked Ink, does he have kids? And they panned over to Jeremiah. Stop playing with that little boy. Stop it. Bravo, that was so unbelievably messy. Granted, Ink did say yes and look at him. I think that Ink and Mia know that Jeremiah is not his son, and they're using this as a storyline, and it's cheap and it's tacky. Classless. Right, Mia? Tasteless and classless? Yes. We're back with Stacy. So Stacy and her boyfriend TJ go to work out. It was at some point she was trying to kiss him. He was ducking and dodging. I said, so look, do y'all do anything? Because that man did not want to kiss you. Production asked if he's a virgin. This was interesting. Stacy said he's not a virgin. He has been intimate with partners, but doesn't want to have sex with a woman until married. Are we supposed to read between the lines? Is he bi? Because for her to say he doesn't want to have sex with a woman until marriage, but she's saying he's been intimate with partners, that came out a way. That came out a way. Words mean things. That came out a way. So when they're done with their workout, TJ wants to talk about Stacy's divorce. She doesn't want to. She said because her and her husband are well known in the area. Stacy keeps saying shit like that, but you chose to come on to The Housewives, a show that is watched by millions of people. So I don't understand how you can feel as if you don't want to tell your daughter, you don't want people to know what's going on, but you came onto a big show. This is a big show. This isn't like a YouTube show. This isn't a show that is on some rinky dink like local channel that doesn't get a lot of traction. You came on Bravo to be a housewife. And you're talking about it. That's the thing. It would be different if Mia was on here like Destiny from Love and Marriage Huntsville, not talking about anything. You are talking about the fact that you are separated, going through a divorce, but you still have this boyfriend that don't want to sleep with you, but he slept with other partners. I'm telling you, I do not like Stacey. Stacey's weird. So TJ said he just wants to know if there is a start and a finish to what they have going on. We then get Mia. Mia said that the kids are so happy because she's happy. So Ink asks if Auntie was going to North Carolina talking about Giselle. And she was like, yeah. So I met with Giselle. We talked. We're good. We get a scene of Giselle apologizing to the ladies. Not only is it new for Giselle to apologize, but new for us to actually see that footage. Mia said that Karen has a court date, and they're whispering about how it's a criminal court date now. I said, y'all are being so messy, but I mean, it's all over the internet, so whatever. We panned over to Giselle, and Giselle is walking into a restaurant. She's going to have like a little lunch situation or drinks and cocktails with some of the ladies. Basically, everybody outside of Karen and Keiarna. So Giselle wants to get Jassy and Stacy together to talk without Karen because, like I've said before, Stacy is up under Karen's thumb, and whatever Karen says, Stacy's gonna parrot. So they come in. Giselle hugs and greets both of them. They have a charcuterie board out. They have drinks. It's a cute little spot. Jassy said that she's really glad that Giselle greeted her in a loving manner because the other night was not the, didn't give that. Giselle apologizes and said that she's not mad at them. She wasn't mad at them. She took out her anger and her frustrations for Karen on them, and that her and Karen will deal with that because Karen knew exactly what she was doing. Karen knew exactly what she was doing. Did y'all peep how Stacy starts like rolling her eyes, like kind of making a face as if she just could not believe that her friend Karen would be messy or something like that? I don't know. So Jassy accepts the apology. We did not see Stacy really accept it, right? But they agree to move forward. Wendy comes in and they say that Giselle apologized, and Wendy is shocked. And she's like, oh, okay. Wendy has no idea. So Giselle is trying to get to know Stacy, and she's like, okay, so I know that you have 2 kids. And she was like, no, I just have one. So I don't know. This nanny situation is weird to me. So the nanny, is that the nanny? So she takes the little girl to birthday parties and sleepovers. That's probably why they think that that's your other daughter, Stacy. But okay, that's cool. And Stacy is like, no, I just have the one. I'm currently going through a divorce. And she talks, Giselle is like, you sound kind of sad about it. Like, I was ready for my divorce. And Stacy is like, no, I'm never going to be happy about my divorce. Ashley then pipes in and it's like, well, you have your new friend now. And Giselle said, oh, you dating somebody. Okay, girl, that's good. So Stacy gets upset. And Ashley is like, I didn't know it was a secret. Ashley, yes, you did. But is it really a secret, though, Stacy, if you said it while blatantly filming? Like, you were on camera talking about it. So is it really really a secret. So Stacy goes on to say that she's not ashamed of her friend. She's ashamed of how it was brought to the table. And I'm like, okay, Stacy. I feel like Stacy just wants to have an issue with somebody. That's what I'm getting from it. So we then find out that Stacy is driving to North Carolina. The ladies are all meeting up at the airport. Stacy had an uncle who passed away from an aviation accident. So during the month of May, her and her family don't travel, so she wants to respect that. Mia said that's totally fine, so she's gonna drive. So Mia assigns cars when they land, and then the first car is Mia and Karen. The second car is Giselle, Wendy, and Jacqueline. The third car is Jassy, Ashley, and Kay. Jassy, Ashley, and Kay's car, they're talking about somebody being very, very serious about marriage. Never been. I didn't quite catch that because I feel like we came in the middle, but it was really Jassy and Keiarna talking. Ashley was just sitting in the back. In Giselle, Wendy, and Jacqueline's car, we find out that Giselle goes to church every Sunday. She's Catholic. Um, Wendy is talking about how the church over there is wrapped in red, wrapped in the blood of Jesus. And Giselle is like, I'm enjoying Wendy. This is awesome. Wendy is saying how, this is going great with Giselle. She's going to see how this goes. Let's be real, y'all. Wendy is excited, right? We all know that Wendy has wanted to be friends with Giselle. Wendy has wanted to be in Giselle's good graces. You can see in her confessionals, Wendy is doing everything she can not to all but smile and say, we're friends. She's trying to put on this front, but okay, Wendy. In Mia and Karen's car, Karen is saying that she's going through a lot and feels like her back is against the wall. And Mia is trying to get Karen to talk, and she's like, Karen does the whole, I can't talk about it. Mia said, but it's on the internet. So Karen said, well, then go read it. So then Mia's like, oh, so you were just distracted. Karen is once again saying, I can't talk about it. I don't want to keep saying that, but I can't talk about it. In her confessional, Mia said that the first step is admitting that what you did in the first place. Admit that you were drinking and driving. That's the first step. We see in the preview for next episode, Karen is once again saying that she's going to find out who her real friends are. Karen, your real friends are the people that are going to hold you accountable. I don't know why Karen doesn't understand that. I don't know why Karen is choosing to disregard that. Your real friends are the ones that are going to hold you accountable in this situation. But let me know what you guys thought about the episode. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel, thumbs up the video, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.